Taking shots to a new season.
Yes, you know. Shout out to the season. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, so.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh. Woo.
I feel like anytime I like take a shot and shit and it hit me weird, I be like, whoa. Like I do the dance with it and everything. It be like, like in my head, it just does that.
Wait.
But yes. Welcome back to a new season of Uncomfortable with your girl, MuvaEsh. I'm here with my two ladies.
Hey.
Do y'all want to let them know who y'all are?
My name is Aliyahmichelle.
And I'm Purple. And we are from
Cocktailsandconvo.
That is so cute. This is so, And what did I tell you? I was like, I had hit Leah. I'm like, girl, I need y'all for my first episode coming back. What did I say? Because I want to talk to people with sense.
Yeah.
I'm always that. Because I feel like when I like having people on my show that talks with sense sometimes, you know? It's like, you know how you have them people that just play around so much, never take enough serious?
Yeah.
It's very hard to have real conversations with them sometimes.
Yep.
So I chose you two ladies to start this season off with some positive vibes.
Yes,
you know, I'm all about women empowerment, black females. We're all black podcasts. So, you know, welcome, ladies.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
And it just happens to be the worst time of the year, which is during this whole corona shit. I don't know. This year has been just like, at this point, we just pray it every day. I don't know. Like, so I just want to start off by saying that there are a few changes that's going to happen this season. So I just basically want to try to catch a new rhythm for my podcast. Like, I am a sex podcast. Like, my mission is to educate the main black community. No offense to any other community, but my goal is my black community is to educate them in the sexual terms that I use, whether I define them or I talk about them, and also to open up the mind of us as well, because I feel like there are a lot of black people that have closed minds. And it's just not fair. It's not fair. Like, nobody should be uncomfortable in their own skin because of what they like doing in the bedroom. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
So, last season, we used to talk about, I used to always do sex facts. Every episode, it was basically sex facts. I would pick a word and I would define it in the sex dictionary. Yeah, in the sex dictionary. And this season, we're going to call it foreplay. So it's like the beginning of when you're getting aroused, sexually aroused, right? Because I'm all about that sexual tension. Even though we're all girls, my podcast is gonna have that layout. So we're gonna start with the foreplay. And today's foreplay of the day is Cunnilingus. Have you ever heard of it?
What is it? Say again?
Cunnilingus.
No.
Cunnilingus. I might be saying that wrong. So let's spell it out. Cunnilingus. Basically what that is oral sex in which the clit and vulva of the female is orally stimulated. It's just basically the proper word for head on the female.
Oh
right?
My God.
Right. But the reason why I'm defining it is because the last episode that I did, I talked about fellatio. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
All right. Well, on the male though.
Yeah.
So this is just the opposite of that, which is on the female.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't know that term. You feel me? Yeah. So a lot of people don't even know that. Like, a lot of people, they don't even know what fellatio is, and now they know that.
Everybody should know what fellatio is.
No,
not everybody.
No.
Maybe
I think I just learned that within like the last 2-3 years. Like, I did not grow up knowing what fellatio was.
I learned what fellatio was from a movie that I probably shouldn't have been watching. I don't even remember, but I was like, hold on. Start putting two together. I thought, oh, that means sucking dick.
I'm gonna correct you up. Yes, that's exactly what that means. So
I was so amazed when I figured it out. I was like, wait.
Do you like head?
Of course.
Do you prefer head before every sexual act?
It's not like.
Is it a must?
No, it's not a must. Some situations you can't. It's not like that's not what y'all doing.
What you mean?
What, like quickies?
Quickies. It could be like location might not be suitable for certain positions. No, the bed is like not the only place to have sex.
Right.
Right.
So sometimes things happen and head is not involved.
Right.
That's true.
But if it can happen, it should happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you?
I don't think it's a must every time, but I feel like.
Do you like head first?
Yes.
Okay.
If it's done right.
If it's done right. Okay.
Yes.
That's important. If it's
It has to be done right.
Yeah.
There's an
It's
asterisk.
annoying when
There's
it's
a
not
star asterisk next to that.
Like that's the fine print. Like must be done
Must
right.
be done
It
right.
has to be done
Absolutely.
If it's done right, then yes. And I feel like maybe like the first couple times. After that, if I just like, sometimes I might be just drunk and I just want to get right to
Just
it.
go. Yeah.
For me, like the reason why I asked y'all if y'all like it because I know I've heard girls say out their mouths that they don't like head. Like it's okay if they don't get it ever.
There was a time where I was
like
where I
there's
didn't
girls who
like
just
it.
and honestly on the flip side there are guys who just not that big on head either.
Mm-hmm.
So it's understandable, but I'm not that person. I really like head, and I like head more when a nigga like giving it because that's when it's like
he commit,
yeah.
he be there,
Yeah.
he go in.
So it's like you ain't even gotta
Yeah.
ask. He know you having a bad day and he just goes in. You know how like because that's how I feel like I do. Like I feel like when I know my nigga's having a bad day, like I'm going down. Like let me pull your dick out. Like so it's like I feel like that's why that's when I like head, and that's as also I feel like guys feel the same way. Like
That's true.
do y'all like giving head?
Yeah.
Like you
If
enjoy
I like
it.
him,
If you like him,
yeah. There's been times where
wait,
like
so have you
I
ever
haven't-
given somebody head that you don't like?
I'm about to tell you. There's been times where like I've been doing with somebody and we've been going through the motions, and I gave him head and I was like, I don't really want to do this anymore.
Why?
I don't know. Like sometimes it's just not there. Like something's not there. I don't know necessarily what. Like if I really like a dude, I'll give him head like without asking randomly, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like sometimes it's just like there's been times where I think that's when I realized that I don't really like a guy. Like if I don't
If you don't
enjoy
enjoy
it,
giving
yeah,
head,
like if it's not something I want to do or like something I think about doing, it's just like, yeah, no, that's not it.
That's true.
That's true.
How about you?
I don't know. The only time I don't really like giving head is when like guys are like too aggressive.
What
Like,
you
I
mean?
don't
Like,
want
we
to wake
trying to
up
fuck your
and
face?
you just smacking your dick on my face. I'm like, bitch, what? Like you ain't even gonna let me have
First of all,
yes. And I'm
you
like,
feel
yo,
somebody done that
yeah.
shit?
triggered.
It made me not want to do it because it's like,
Oh
are
yeah,
you
no,
serious?
like all right, I'm good.
You don't wake somebody up like
You
Yeah.
sure don't.
That's just first like no.
That's
That's what I
rude.
want to do.
That's like it's
Yeah,
like
like
if you
the
wake
whole
him up
thing.
and your pussy on his
Yeah,
face.
like, that's
Oh,
so
hey.
You can't breathe.
Like no.
Hold his nose.
Hold his nose.
Hold his nose. He wake up like.
What the fuck? He gonna throw you off of him. So I don't understand.
No.
Sometimes
You
guys
gonna be so
just
They
don't.
get too aggressive and they just like they don't.
That's crazy.
Like
to
even
me.
with
Like,
sex,
what the fuck
like
was
just
that?
wake me up the right way. Like don't tap me on my shoulder. Like wake me up. Like get me in the mood.
Yo.
Let's fuck.
Who do
Like,
that?
Guys
Yo.
really do that.
No, not the guys y'all fuck with. Listen,
I wish.
there's no way
I-
y'all
I'm
fucking
like,
with
don't
these
touch
guys,
me.
and they
I've
waking
never
y'all
had
up
that.
like, yo,
I
wake
never
up.
had
Like,
that happen.
Yeah,
I wish.
what?
I wish
But
you
we
would.
were
Don't
young,
touch
we were
me.
pretty young. Like it was my
Younger
it was my son's
days.
dad. Yeah, it was my
Okay.
son's
Oh,
dad.
Maybe he ain't know better.
We were young and like he didn't
Woo,
like wake
younger
me up by
days.
kissing me. He ain't wake me up by giving head.
Oh,
he
he's
just
terrible. No.
Like, pussy.
No. I put my clothes on.
like,
Going
no,
home.
why would you wake me up? Like we were living together, so I was like,
Oh damn. Then hell no.
I thought something was happening. Like the baby was waking up or something. I'm like, what? Let's do it.
Now let's do it.
Let's
First
do
of all,
it.
no.
Get out my face.
Like, see, one thing, this is why this is
I'm
called
not-
foreplay, because these are going to be important things that people need to know before getting to the actual sex in the situation. You feel me? Like, foreplay is important, I feel like, when it comes to that. Like, I get waking up, if I'm in the morning, if a nigga I'm in bed with and he wants some pussy in the morning, he knows to
You better do
rub
it right.
my ass, okay? Rub the booty, bring the dick to the booty, and we good. You,
Oh,
that's
that's
I'm
it?
up. That's
I need
all. I
kisses.
promise.
I
I
want
love
kisses.
morning sex. I'm sorry.
I
I
want
love
rub.
in the
I do.
morning.
Yes. Do all of that.
Kisses?
Wake me up.
No, don't kiss me in the morning.
Even though I brush
I'm
my
talking about my
teeth,
body, not my mouth.
No,
Oh, yeah,
some
yeah.
niggas be- don't,
Even
don't
though-
talk, don't kiss. Just
No.
just-
so I wake up right. I wake up a little.
You don't
early.
kiss in the morning? You're not doing like.
But
morning
niggas,
breath?
no, you could like
Yeah, peck, but not
Don't
going
go
in.
kiss.
No.
no, absolutely
No,
not.
I brush
No.
my teeth before even trying to have morning sex because I feel like that I've sucked dick before without brushing my teeth before, and that morning breath don't really feel. It got like it got, not even a feel.
like
Got
nasty.
it's like our saliva is not
It's
even the
just
same.
nasty.
It's a little
It's
different
just
in the
nasty.
morning.
It feels so
I feel
nasty.
like, and because I like giving head, so I will even do it in the morning.
Right.
I'm brushing my teeth because I know I'm about to suck your dick. So you feel me? So it's like, with that being said, I brush my teeth, and that's all I need. Because we don't got to turn around my bacon to you. That's how I want to get it done in the morning. Seriously, because I know we're not kissing. I know we're not kissing. So therefore, the side position feel good. What? Side position in the morning.
Up a little
yeah,
bit.
like y'all good. And that's a good start to me. I don't know why I love morning sex, okay, but I really do. But yeah, so that's the foreplay of the day. And I just want to start by, you know, checking the temperature of the people in the room. How are you feeling today?
I'm chilling.
Yeah, you had a good week.
I had a
Today's Thursday. I feel like
crazy
we say week.
Yeah, we can say week. It's Thursday.
Like it's Friday.
Week.
I had
Friday,
a
pre-Friday.
pretty eventful week, I guess. I don't know. It was just, all my weeks is like all over the place.
Anything interesting happened? Or just regular?
I set up 5 days and only went on 1.
Huh? Wait. Start over.
I set up 5 dates.
You set up 5 dates.
And only went on 1.
And only went to 1. Why?
Cause the first 4 bullshitted, but I knew that was gonna happen. Like,
wait, you set up 5 dates in one day or what?
No. From Monday to yesterday.
Where are you meeting these people?
People. So this is the
no. Let's start there because if 4 people bullshitted you, there is a problem.
No, like my thing is, I knew they was gonna bullshit. I purposely set them up so I could be like, okay, thank you. So when they hit me up the next time, I'm like, nope, I'm good.
So where did you meet these people?
Like
random places out.
Yeah.
Any of them from a date night?
No.
Okay. That's
Wait.
all I wanted to know.
No. Yeah, I met all of them in person.
And they just stood you up.
Yeah.
So is that a good day?
It was a good day for me.
Just like what? I'm just trying to understand. Like,
it was a good day for me because I didn't really want to go out with them.
So why you set up the date though?
Because
you was too grown for that.
No.
We don't spend time. 2020 is not the time to spend time with niggas we ain't fucking with.
Who spending time with them? I ain't spending no time with them.
Setting up dates is, I feel like, yeah, it shouldn't have been no even setting up a date. It shouldn't have been no date. You feel me? That's just how I feel. But I feel you. And
now I got some concrete reasons for when they hit me up again, because they always do.
You don't need concrete reasons to dip on a nigga.
I'd rather have them.
Listen,
like what? They don't be having concrete reasons for you.
Long, like, and I can ignore somebody with a heartbeat because my phone always do not disturb.
I don't do that.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I don't block
okay.
people.
I get what you're saying, but you know, okay. How about you?
Well, I started dating.
How's your mood? Like dating, like going on dates.
I went on a date.
No. You started dating, so that means you had
this
more
was
than
my first
one.
date since I started dating.
Okay.
I've been out of a relationship for like a little over a year, almost a year.
That's good.
Something like that, yeah. So this was my first date that I took since I
during coronavirus.
And we was
They
outside.
was out here. They was out here.
Y'all was outside and safe.
It was good.
Does that make sense? We was outside and safe. First of all, we all know outside is not safe.
So wait,
outside is not safe, but go ahead.
Well, you know. Well, we was sitting outside. We went on like a little.
I ain't judging you, sis. I was out.
It was nice. We had a good time. So
I was out.
Where'd y'all go?
It was
his idea or yours?
His.
Oh, it was a morning thing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's what's up. How do you feel about dating?
At first, I was just like blah because I felt like, you know, since me and my ex broke up, I was like meeting people, but it was just so temporary.
But do you feel like the energy you put out was because of that? That like that's why you was doing it, like meeting those people because of the way you was entering it?
No, because the crazy thing was, I don't know. I wouldn't say I was standoffish. I honestly don't realize. I don't know why people was trying to talk to me. To be honest, like it wasn't like I was somewhere or in the setting. Half the time I wasn't even dressed. That was the crazy thing.
Yeah,
so
mask on.
Yeah, I got a mask on. Hey, beautiful.
Crazy.
How the fuck do you know if I'm beautiful? How do you know if I'm beautiful? I have a mask on.
Yo.
All right,
That's
I'll
it.
entertain that, I guess, but it's just like it's so temporary. So it was just like,
yo, you're so hilarious because I literally just like, all right, y'all. So that was a triggering moment for me because when I tell y'all the amount of niggas that talk to me with a mask on is ridiculous, and it just confirms that niggas really truly don't give a fuck about shit.
Oh,
your body is nice, you're good.
Is that's what it is.
Your body is nice, you're good. You can I could have took my mask off and seen no teeth.
Yo, that's what Leah always
yo.
Every time she
say it all
every
the
time
time.
she be like, he got all his teeth.
Yes.
I promise y'all, I have not. Any nigga that came up to me and asked my number with a mask on, I did not talk to them. Are you tripping? Where's your standards? All you see is my eyes.
You
like,
see nothing.
No.
Like, beautiful.
Ain't nothing beautiful going on. Coronavirus, leave me alone.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even be trying to invite new people into your space. Like, leave me alone.
Listen, people don't care.
Listen, if we out, right? If we're out in like a they've been having this little outdoor dining thing where the mask can come down when you're sitting, that's fine. Right. But if the mask is on, for you to say that you're interested in me, I don't believe you. Leave me alone. Like, this is not happening. But so for me, the way the mood temperature I'm feeling is, I've been on this very much so spiritual journey, right? So, I'm not a religious person, I'm a spiritual person. And I say that because I've recently just been on some, like, I'm always rocking out by myself, right? But the universe, right? The universe, I've been on some paying attention to what the signs are that's always around me in the universe. It's just like, you ever had a moment where you'll sit there and you'll really just laugh because you're like, yo, I asked for something and it happened. But the way it happened is a little scary because you asked for it and it's happening. So it's like you have that realization that, like, you really are creating your life. Like, do y'all feel that way about your life?
Yeah,
like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you literally, like, I can literally look back at my life and literally say to myself, like, yo, like, anything you ever said that you wanted to do, you did that, right?
That's crazy.
And so, therefore, right? So, literally, like, look, I got goosebumps right now just talking about it because it's so scary and it's like, it feels good to know that, lately, I promise you, any type of negative energy that's in my life is not there. It's all positive energy. But it's very scary to know that you really have control of your life. Like, you may not have control of how it goes, but if you're determined to go to where you want to go, it's going to happen. And as long as you continue that faith, and I'm talking about faith, and when I say faith, I mean like that belief that is going to happen, right? Because that's what faith is. It's a belief that something is going to happen no matter what. And, that's just where I'm at with it. That's why I've decided to, bring my podcast back up because, I moved to Charlotte. Girl. I still live in Charlotte, y'all. I just be in Philly a lot because I do lashes. Shout out to iGasm by MuvaEsh. If anybody's in Philly or Charlotte and are interested in getting your lashes, then I do lash extensions, and that's my business that I want to grow in Charlotte. And again, even that is just growing. You feel me? And it's like, and then I'm not gonna lie to you. When Corona first hit, I really felt like I was stuck, right? I felt like, I'm like, damn, I came out here in December. Corona got serious in March, in my opinion. Like, I feel like it got serious February, but in March is when I moved into my apartment, right? I remember. So it's like the fact that all that shit happened, and I got the coronavirus before, so I'm not sure if anybody knows, but I did catch it, which was inevitable for me because I work at the airport, and honestly, that's literally where I got it from. It was like the week, I think I talked about this before, but it was like literally like the weekend before I went to go get tested. My manager already called me like, yeah, you've been in contact with somebody that had the coronavirus, tested positive for the coronavirus. And that's how they're letting you know, right? So then that's happened, and I just lost my taste and smell. I have a whole YouTube video about how I overcame it and all that extra stuff and all the endurance. Y'all can go follow me at MuvaEsh on YouTube. I'm not going to go into that. But anyway, when that happened, I was lost. I'm not going to hold you. I did not know what to do, right? I'm sitting here like, damn, I'm not going to work. I just signed a new lease. Right. I just signed a new lease. Girl, that's what am I going to do? Yeah. And I honestly, I just knew I wasn't going to come back to Philly. Right?
Why though?
Because it was like, it just took like when I do shit, right? Whenever I set myself up to do something, I want to show why I do it, not say it, right? I wanted to have substance to be like, yeah, I moved for this reason. Not to say it, but for y'all to see it. You feel me? Because it's like, I don't ever want to let myself down. Right. And I felt like I moved to Charlotte to build my business. And because of the coronavirus, nothing is even open for me to build my business. Girl. So now I'm like, what the fuck? All right, I believe believe in you, God. Whatever you do, whatever you say, you know, you feel me? And then that's when the whole 600 plus came with the unemployment, and that's a blessing. Let me tell you that. Like, I don't care what nobody's saying. Like, people just feel like, I don't care what nobody's saying about PUA, whatever. I got it. And I got the unemployment based off in Pennsylvania because my work history was in Pennsylvania before that. So I don't even have any work history in Charlotte when the coronavirus started. So
you was just
that right there, that saved me. When I tell you that saved me, it wasn't a game. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for that. I'm definitely like, when people out here, what they saying, they had the little a release. What is it? No, for apartments. So if you had lived in an apartment, you didn't have to pay. You didn't have to pay your rent for X amount.
Like 3 months.
I wasn't even trying to do that. My rent is literally like almost $1,400 a month. I was not trying to have that built up. No. Mind you, I'm working on my credit. Credit's great. Credit's going up. Like, I'm doing so much shit because of this. You feel me? Like, I'm doing so much shit that I just feel like I wasn't gonna let. If I got it, pay for it. Right. I didn't feel like I needed to not pay for it because that was an option.
That mean you make, because you're gonna have to pay for it eventually.
Yeah. Like, so I've been staying on that. I've been staying on that. My business has been growing tremendously, which is crazy because it's during this time, and I'm talking about both Philly and Charlotte. I'm dating as well. You know, I've been fucking and loving this one nigga. And that's a different story, long story. I don't even want to get into that because that's not where I want my mind to be.
No,
but
is that not honestly, what we're talking about?
I just been on this path of finding myself some more, because I feel like I found myself already like a few years back when I started my whole podcast and my whole sexual experience journey. And now it's just like, you know, I kind of want to, you know, explore with someone specific. Someone specific. Yes, I do. And I'm there, and you know, I started my OnlyFans. Ooh, that's another thing. I started on OnlyFans when the whole Corona shit started, because I'm like, oh, fuck no. No. When I heard that porn, like, they was getting all this money from people doing this shit, I was like, what? Get on OnlyFans. You know, I like playing with my pussy anyway. Let's go. So, like, I have an OnlyFans. I still have an OnlyFans account.
So how does the guy that you sucking and feel about your OnlyFans?
Well, when we started talking again, because mind you, we already talking, so when we stopped talking last year and we started talking again this year, he started talking to me while I had the coronavirus, so I was in the house talking to me. He was in Philly. He's from Jersey. He's from Philly, but he lives in Jersey. He don't live here anyway, right? Okay. So he would like send me C-Rons. He was doing a lot of stuff. Aww. It just showed that he cared. That's right. Nice. So we talked about the OnlyFans too. Let me tell you. So one day, what was we talking about? I was talking about that girl. What the fuck's his name? What's his name? Lena the Plug. Have you ever heard of her?
No.
She's dating that guy. He does the YouTube videos with like different celebrities. Is like, I can't think of his name, but he's a white man. Whatever. Lena the Plug, right? She's basically dating this very huge podcast person, and she has an OnlyFans, right? She goes on the OnlyFans with this guy, and I was talking to him, and I'm like, yeah, like, I really like how he supports her. Like, he's like, yo, you get into that bag, babe? Yeah, make sure you look good doing it. She be on there with different girls.
And he a white guy?
And he a white guy.
Is that how you feel?
Yes. Make sure you look good doing it. And I respect that, right? So I'm talking to him one day. I'm like, yeah, you know, that's what I like. Like, one day he said something. I was talking about eating ass. And he was talking about how that's gay and shit like that. So we got into it. And I'm like, listen, like, that's what I like doing. He was like, nah, you fucking with me now. Like, you don't do... I said, hold the fuck up. Okay? I'm who I am. Let's be clear. Because I'm fucking with you, I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. What are you talking about? If you don't like getting your ass eaten, that's fine for you. But I'm telling you that I'm open to it. But don't tell me to tone myself down because I'm fucking with you. No. Right. You're fucking with me because I'm this way. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm no longer, like, hiding. Like, I always feel like I had to hide a part of who I was to niggas that I was fucking with. And eventually, we don't even connect. Because the real me starts to show. And he don't like that shit. And now I feel like I gotta I gotta be sad. You're not even doing enough to keep me happy on a regular. And now I gotta be super sad just to please you because you like me this way. No, I no longer do that. Like I think I stopped doing that like 2 years ago. Like where I feel like I had to put a front on for niggas where they need to fuck with me. I noticed that I didn't have to do that.
I can't do
but
it.
I honestly felt like, and it wasn't even like a front, right? It was like more so of putting. It was like more so of feeling like the real me wasn't good enough. You feel me? So I felt like, you know, I had to kind of tone it down whenever I was fucking with someone just so they could fuck with me. It wasn't where as though I can just go in being my 100% self and they still fuck with me. I never even tried it to know if it was going to work.
So my thing is, now I'm doing that. Who are you? Because, like, I don't know. I feel like,
I mean, this has not happened in over 3 years.
Okay.
So this is 3 years ago. From 3 years till now, I've been me in every person that I dealt with. You feel me? And they fuck with me. So now I know I don't even have to do that shit. Like what the fuck? Whoa, I'm really
like nobody.
So when he said that, to me, that instantly triggered me where I felt like I had to check him about what he just said, because don't tell me you don't like me, because that's what you're essentially doing.
Yeah.
And you like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me you don't like me and you like me.
To like me, you have to take the good with the bad, even if you don't really like stuff.
And
like,
literally, he apologized like, yo, I was just playing. Yeah, you was.
Yeah, just playing.
But he's still fucking with me today, so he really do fuck with me. But,
do he let you eat, bro?
about the OnlyFans thing, he just was like, yeah, I fuck with you, but I wouldn't want no girl that I fuck with on OnlyFans. And when he said that, I'm like, damn. So, you know, what you gonna give me if you want me to stop?
So what did he say?
I'm not his girl.
Okay.
Right? I'm not his girl. But he knows about my OnlyFans, right? So that was the last conversation that we had about the whole OnlyFans thing, right? I'm not his girl yet. But I'm feeling like now, I'm feeling like, we've been dating for like 4 months strong. Like, this is the longest. When I tell you, you say you haven't dated in a year? Girl, my son's about to be 7. I'm talking about I have not been in no relationship in 7 years.
Wow.
No relationship. I've been in entanglements.
Entanglements.
We're going to talk about entanglements too, but I've been in entanglements, but I have not been in no real relationship. Like, I have not called no nigga my man. I did for a split second, but that literally did not last because I wasn't who I was for real.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I feel like that minute situation that I was in, where I was dealing with niggas for a long period of time, being faithful to a nigga that wasn't my nigga. Like, what, girl? I was doing that. So I'm all, you know, also because I was scared, like, if I bring up the fact that I want to be with him, he might not want to be with me. I was just so, I don't know. I'm not even there no more, but, you know, you ever see on Facebook your memories, you be like, what the fuck was that bitch? That's how I be feeling. That's how I be feeling. So, yeah, that's how I be feeling. So now it's like, this is the first time ever that I feel like that I'm dealing with someone. I'm talking about on a consistent basis, like every day.
Right.
For 4 or 5 months. And shit is just elevating up.
That's good.
And this is the first time. 7 years. My son's about to be 7, y'all. So yeah, I got a little thing. So yeah, and you know, I'm getting to the point where I feel like either you're gonna want to be with me or you're not, and I have to leave you alone because I'm starting to like you a lot.
It is what it is.
And I feel like I don't usually do that. I will usually carry along with someone, even if that's not what I want, because I want them.
Because you want them, and yeah, that's not a good thing though.
It's not. It's always been a bad thing for me. That's my toxic trait. Let's go into that topic. Let's talk about toxicity. Do you feel like you have any toxic traits?
I'm pretty sure I do.
What are some toxic traits that you have that you feel like that you can identify and you continuously do?
I think my how easily I like let go of things is a toxic trait for me. Cause
give an example.
Like I'll text a nigga, he don't answer. I'll call him, he don't answer. I'm like, all right, next. Like,
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Oh, all right, then maybe it's not toxic. Maybe I'm not toxic.
I don't think that's a toxic trait. I mean, as we're getting older, we're getting less patient with motherfuckers. And I feel like at this stage in our life,
like,
I don't feel like I'm asking too much for you to answer your phone or to send a text message back. Like, that's what you have a phone for, especially with text messaging. It's like, if you are somewhere where you can't talk, send the text.
Right.
But if you don't get back to me and then like 24 hours later, you're like, oh, I'm just seeing this.
Oh, that's
like, what the fuck
okay.
was you doing that you just seen?
Oh, I'm thinking y'all talk about like right away. I'm sitting here like, what if they're doing something?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I try to be as understanding as possible, right? But I'm also not naive to the bullshit. Like, I have niggas that give me excuses.
What is your toxic trait? Not the nigga's toxic trait.
I don't
yours.
know.
You need to do some
I feel
self-reflecting.
like my toxic
so what
trait
is your toxic trait?
is, I posted this too, and it was so true. It was like, even if I'm over something, if I start talking about it, I get mad about it all over again because I don't understand why it happened. Like, I try my best.
What you mean?
Like, all right, so
You don't let stuff go.
It's not necessarily that I don't let it go. It's that I will get, like, the same way how I got mad about something from, like, 5 years ago. If you bring that shit up right now, I'm going to get the same amount of mad as I was before.
Oh, that's
therapy.
Listen, because
She's therapy.
I don't know what it is.
I promote therapy. I promote therapy so much to my black
Maybe
people.
therapy.
I promote therapy so much to my black people, y'all. Please go to therapy. I promise. We have so much toxicity in our families and what we see growing up that needs healing literally before you get in a relationship, or if you do get in a relationship, you need to deal with those, because those are situations that do need to be addressed and do need to be dealt with properly. I do feel like that we as black females, like, we don't know how.
That's the thing. That's like,
that's why therapy is important.
Yeah, I feel like, oh yeah, I'm over this shit. Like, I don't care about
it. And we're not built like that.
Really
we are not
built like that.
Like, remember you told me 5 years ago that this happened? Like, yeah, girl, I remember that shit happened. I can't under fucking stand. I'll start getting mad about this shit all over again on some crazy shit, and I don't even know why. It's like,
okay, so what about a toxic trait that you have when it comes to your male mate? Can you give me one of that? So, like I was saying, my toxic trait is holding on to a situation for fear of not getting what I want. Right? That's very dangerous, and it's something that I'm working extremely hard on, because I've learned that it does not benefit anybody at all, especially me. And I'm learning to love me more than anybody else.
True.
I think my toxic trait when it comes to males is I don't hope for the best. I just expect the worst. Like, I always...
Ooh, yes, very toxic.
I always, like, no matter how good things are going or what they say or how many good things they did, I'm like, he gonna fuck up. He gonna fuck up. I'm like, watch.
And you know what's gonna happen?
Right,
he gonna fuck up. And it's because of you.
And right, but I don't act that way.
No, you don't have to. Oh, girl, you're projecting it. The thought is the projection.
Yeah, and I feel like
I'm learning.
My
actions, let me tell you.
Probably say it, but I try, like, I be really having hopes for some guys, right?
Thoughts are powerful.
In the back of my head is always like, he ain't gonna call back. I'm like, he ain't gonna call back.
And what happens?
He be calling back, but
most of the time, he probably something happens. That negative, because that's a negative thing.
It's projection. It happens. I know.
Thoughts create reality. That's a fact.
Yep.
Okay. So whether it's subconscious or conscious, it creates. I promise you, if one side is stronger than the other, if that negative energy is stronger than your positive, I promise you it's going to project out, right? Yep. So one thing I've stopped doing is putting out negative energy.
I be trying.
You're not trying hard enough.
I be trying.
You're not trying hard enough. If you really mean it,
you know what? What's
if
crazy
you really mean it, you're going to
stop. Else, I could be positive, but when it comes to guys, I'm always negative.
And then you're always going to get a negative outcome. So you got to work on that. Therapy.
Trying.
How about you, sis?
Yeah. I don't know.
When it comes to guys, let's think about it.
When it comes to guys, I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know if it's toxic.
Are you feeling like Purple?
No, I don't. No, I give everybody a fair chance.
Okay.
I always give everybody a fair chance in my life, regardless of what. I just feel like, not as far as appearance wise, but I feel like I have a type, and I don't know exactly. I think it's personality.
You're shallow.
Am I? Bitch, no, I ain't shallow.
Hold on, but wait, is being shallow toxic?
No, I don't think it's toxic.
I don't think it is at all. I think everybody has their right.
It's like,
you have preferences.
Yeah, you have preferences, but it's just like, I don't know. Like, I feel like the guy I'm dating right now isn't necessarily my type. But
what do you mean your type? Like, what's type?
Well, my girlfriend tried to explain it to me, because when she's telling me I have a type, I'm like, none of
all my girlfriends tell me I have a type.
None of my exes look the same. So I'm like, what do you mean as far as
so what type is she talking about? She's talking about
as far as how they act. Like they're very like they have really big egos. They just feel like, they like
they the shit.
Yeah, they the shit type of attitude.
Like, all of them.
Like
all of them.
They giving you a treat.
And I didn't really think about that at first.
But but that's not really.
I don't feel like that's a bad thing. But I feel like I don't feel like I dated somebody that wanted a partner. Like, they were fine being by themselves. It's not like...
Are you fine being by yourself?
I'm fine being by myself.
Do you want a partner?
I want a partner. But I feel like all the guys that I've dated, they didn't... I feel like it was me doing my thing and them doing anything. We weren't doing anything together.
Have you ever said anything?
Hell yeah.
Like, you'll say, like, hey, like, I'm interested in, you know, really building something with someone. Are you interested in it? Yes, no?
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, I feel like I run into guys all the time. Like, I'm a natural nurturer. Like, if I...
We all are.
We are natural nurturers. When I like a guy,
trust me, in a bad way. Like,
in a fucking bad way.
In the worst way.
All
like,
the time. And I feel like...
why the fuck am I doing this?
I feel like a trick. Y'all think y'all got a bad. I feel like a trick.
No, and I don't feel like a trick because I feel like anything I ever did for you out of the kindness of my heart.
It is the kindness of my heart, but it's still tricking. That's how I feel. That's how I feel, girl. I've been messing with my head.
Like, I don't know. I don't know what.
There's nothing wrong with that, right?
With me wanting somebody that's confident about themselves. I don't feel like it's toxic for me to want somebody that, you know.
Yeah, it's a difference between confident and cocky, though.
I feel like that's what it is, though.
But I feel like cockiness is okay.
No,
it's okay, and it's
arrogance is the bad one.
But see, I don't want to be with a guy that feel like, oh,
arrogance is the bad one. Cocky is not.
Somebody that's not scared to lose me.
Oh, that's not.
I don't want to be in a relationship like that. I feel like that's all the relationships that I know. My son's there, my ex, it's all niggas that feel like they're not scared to lose me. But then as soon as they fucking lose me,
they're like, oh, wait.
They're right at my motherfucking
Why?
I don't understand.
So wait, because that speaks volumes,
but that's
right?
because broken people will always seek out the healers, and I feel like that's what I am.
You're a healer.
I'm a healer.
Are you sure you're not broken?
No, I'm not broken. I had a very good. I'm cool. Like I haven't had anything.
But if you're constantly attracting broken people, you kind of have to start looking at yourself.
Like helping people.
No. Let's not even think of the healing. It's something that's broken. It's something that's broken, honestly. Because broken people, they need each other, honestly. Because we feed off that energy.
I hate broken
people. When I say
though.
we,
like I don't hate them, but it's just like
damn.
Like I didn't have I honestly could say I didn't have a bad childhood. I grew up in the house with my mom and my dad. They were married. I grew up with my siblings. You know, we had everything we needed. It's like I didn't have a bad childhood. So it's like,
what does that mean though?
I don't know. Because a lot of people are like, oh, look at your childhood before you look at anything else.
But
like,
that's not true.
It's not always fine.
It's life events. It don't always have to do with.
It could be something that happened as you're like as an adult.
Yeah. That
changes you. And make you like a different person. So it's not always like a child.
The only thing that I say that like I don't like is when, like I said, when guys don't reciprocate. I feel like I'm always the person that's fighting for the relationship.
Girl.
I'm always the person that's like trying to make things work.
I felt that way before.
It's like the fuck.
And so this is how I'm feeling about that, right? This is what you're saying. I promise you, I'm that person. Right? Where you feel like you're giving, and you're not receiving the same, right? So what I would say is stop giving. Start being a little bit more selfish. It's not hard because it hurts, right?
It's hard when you already started giving.
What I said is stop doing it. Not to maybe as you move forward with your life, stop giving, right? And start paying attention. Paying attention is very important because if you pay attention, you would have known, or you will see, right? Not you would have known because we don't know, but you will see if you literally take your feelings out of it because that's what we have to do. That's literally what we have to do. Because as much as you want to fuck with a nigga, you have to realize if he's
what's
even
fuckwittable. Yeah, fuckwittable.
Therefore, if you step back, just maybe say for 1 week, you was like, yeah, I think my baby would like this. Like, let me get her this.
And that's how I am.
Right? That's how I am too. Girl, what's your sign?
I got Cancer. Like, don't do that. I'm a Gemini.
I'm a Sag. Right? So I'm literally the type where I'm fucking with somebody heavy. Like, I want them to be as happy as I am.
Yeah,
right?
It should be.
So it'll be a blissful. Right. So what you do, right? So what I've been doing is I'll do something nice and I'll sit back and watch.
Yep.
Sit back and watch what they do, right? I swear to God, I will stop doing everything that I was doing and I'm watching. Now I'm watching to see how you react to, however, you might hear me talking about something that I might just throw out there just to see if you catch it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just to see if you catch it. I'll speak about things. Like, I speak about love languages because I feel like
people, it's so important.
I feel like love languages are very important because people project their own love language
on
other people.
Mm-hmm. But you have to make sure that that person understands yours as well, right? Because not everybody, he might project his own on you too, but it might not be as harsh as yours is to him, right? Because you fuck with him.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
So Love language conversations.
Yep.
Mine is effort, like words, like telling me information, yes, and also touch. Like I like physical touch, and also gifts. Like I love like gifts.
You're all of them. I'm all of them too.
I really am.
Okay, I am too. No, because I'm open. I'm really open to receiving whatever you're willing to give, and you just have to give something. Because everybody can't give exactly what you want,
right?
Which is why.
But if y'all share the same love language, then that's awesome.
That's dope,
right?
When it comes to giving love, I do acts of service.
What's yours?
Mine too.
I can receive all of them. I think out of all of them,
what do you do the most?
When it comes to giving or receiving?
Both.
All right, so when it comes to giving the most, I do acts of service. I like buying stuff. I'm a sentimental person. So I like when I can give you something that you're going to see on a regular basis and think of me. Mm-hmm. I like stuff like that. Mm-hmm. When it comes to receiving, I'm a little weird.
I'm acts of service.
I'm acts of service. Like, if you do the littlest thing, I love you.
Wow.
I'm telling you, don't pay for my hair because I love you.
See, no.
Don't pay for my nails. I'm talking about randomly, not me Xing.
Right,
but you just
like, mine is physical.
Pussy is getting wet. Like, stop.
Only because.
Like, how you want your dick sucked, daddy?
Yo, I'm
for real.
Yeah,
like,
no.
what?
in my cups.
Girl, I'm telling you.
I have the bottles on the floor. It's right here.
Mine, what?
Mine
is nigga do random shit for me because I like doing random shit.
Mine is physical touch only because I'm funny with who I let touch me. So if I let you touch me and you touch me the right way.
My love language is
I
like random.
Put your hands in certain places.
Acts of service and definitely physical touch. Like I'm very.
I need you to touch me.
I like a touch.
I am too.
Just grab my hand.
You know like you know what the cutest things I like is like when guys like put their hand on your waist. If y'all like out and they like all right, like come up, like move over here.
No, I like when a nigga drive and then he put his hand on my thigh.
Listen, right? So listen, right? So the boy I'm messing with right now. I'm sorry, the man I'm messing with right now.
Okay.
Say it with chest.
He's not. He doesn't give out right. I love touch.
Yeah.
But he's not really that touchy, right? So I have to constantly, like, I'll touch him. I'll put my hands on his dick. And if I'm driving, I put my hands on his hands on my thighs. Like, this is what I'm doing to let him know what I like. Right? Yeah. So it's like, even with kisses, like, I be like, yo, give me his. And he's not that. I don't know why guys be trying to act like they.
You gotta like get hard.
Yeah,
but I just be like,
I had made a post and I was like, men are low key as soft and sensitive as us.
And he loves when I do it.
I'm about to say, you just gotta like touch the right points.
It'll
come out.
Right chord.
Cause I had my ex, he was like this big, like angry looking, like he always looked mad. But then like behind closed doors, he is a fucking teddy bear.
So what about some toxic traits you do like?
Sometimes I like the nigga that's persistent.
Wait, but is that toxic?
Yes, because if it's not a nigga that I don't like, that's toxic. Like, get the fuck away from my door. I don't like that shit. Get the fuck away from my house.
No.
I don't like it.
I'm screaming out from my door.
Yeah, like, I like the guy that if I say leave me alone, he don't leave me alone. In a sense, like if I'm, I have a habit when I'm mad.
Well, that's not somebody that you don't like, right?
Sometimes people I don't like that. I say leave me alone, and they think I mean don't leave me alone, and they still fuck no.
You shouldn't.
I
be really stern on my leave you alone. Like you know my shit is real. Like no, can you please stop? Like,
what about some toxic traits that you like? Do you have any?
Toxic traits that I like are probably shit talking. I don't know if that's a toxic trait. I want some.
What you mean? Shit talking?
Like.
Tell me something.
Stop. Wait, I need ice. Like, all right. I had got some boy number the other day. He was my DoorDash driver, right? So I think assumptions are a toxic trait. I think assuming stuff is a toxic trait. But sometimes guys will make assumptions.
It's actually an insecurity. But go ahead.
No, if you make an assumption,
assumptions about what? Like, what you mean?
About a person.
And insecurity. I feel like that's an insecurity because where are you getting your assumptions
from?
But it's just making them up.
Even if it's an insecurity, it's a toxic trait.
There's a difference between an insecurity and a toxic trait.
being insecure is a toxic trait.
You're right.
Yeah, that being insecure, I
You're
say
right.
it's like one of the.
You're right. You're right. It is.
And but sometimes I like guys will say stuff like I had this one guy I was dating. He was like, I wouldn't give him my social media. He's like, "Why, your little boyfriend on there?"
I hate when niggas ask for social media.
Oh, your little boyfriend on there.
Well, if we're already
I don't like
talking.
it. I don't like it.
But I've had guys where we'll be talking and they'll be like, or like they'll come up to me when we're playing a conversation. They're like, "Oh, what's your Instagram?" I feel like if I give you my Instagram, don't answer my number because you had.
If you already got my number, what do you need my Instagram?
No, you had the chance to ask for my number and you asked for my Instagram.
Right.
That's the fuck you
That's what you gonna get. Don't slide in my DM like,
oh yeah, I ain't got your number. That's what the fuck you should have asked.
So ladies, I want to know: do y'all prefer if a person asks for your Instagram or your number when they see you? Like, which would you rather give?
Number. If you really want to get to know me, ask my number because you're not going to get to know me from
that's going to show you where they is.
So I've heard, right? So this is another. I remember I asked this like way back in a few episodes ago, where a girl would rather give their Instagram because they don't want to give the number. You feel me? So it's like
I mean, that's what that is.
I would rather you ask for my Instagram, therefore you can see me. Right? Add a follower. I guess that's checks for somebody. Like, depending on who you are.
The only thing is, like, my Instagram is not, like,
but you can't get my number. Like, I'm not going to hold you. That's exactly what I think, right?
If I don't want to give somebody my number, I'll be like, no, I'm good.
Right, but they could get your Instagram. So they feel like the Instagram is the gateway to get your number.
But it's not.
I would rather, if we're already face to face,
I don't even entertain.
Ask my number.
Guys be mad because, like, inboxes, DMs, if they ask my number, I don't give my number out to guys on social media. Like, no. I like meeting people in person.
Okay, so let's just switch off topics real quick, just to switch into something else, because I feel like something toxic that people get into is called entanglements. I mentioned that earlier, and I want to talk about the August Alsina and Jada Pinkett stuff. How do y'all feel about? First, let's talk about August Alsina's interview. How do y'all feel about that? Like, when y'all finished watching that, what was your first thought? Like,
messy.
You feel like he was messy?
I do feel like he was messy.
Yeah.
My thing is this. It's just very hard for me to believe that he had genuine intentions, being as though he has an album coming out. So it's like, you already know you haven't been popping in a long time. Nobody's necessarily checking for you. At least I'm not. So the minute you're about to have work coming out, now you decide to sit down with Angela Yee, who was on one of the biggest fucking shows, to talk about your relationship with Jada. Why not? This happened 4 years ago. It's not like it happened last week. It's not like it happened last year. This was 4 whole years ago. And you're just now deciding to talk about it when you have the album coming out. It just doesn't seem like a genuine, let me get this off my chest moment. Granted, some people do take time to talk about situations that hurt them. However, it just seemed like really messy to me at the end of the day. Like, granted, like at the end of the day, nobody put a gun to your head to make you mess with this woman. You knew she was married. You knew what was going on. And you still decided to get in an entanglement with her. And it's just like, what did you expect? Did you really think she was going to leave Will? Because I personally don't think she was. Granted, as many times they sat on that red table talk, and I don't know if everybody caught it, because I really do watch them when they on.
I do too.
And they
I
talked about how many
the
times
first episode.
they talked about how bad it was. She talked about how for 45 days straight she was unhappy and she cried every fucking day, and how they were done with each other, and how they was really about to get a divorce.
Yeah.
But so I already knew. In between that time, what the fuck do you think that's gonna happen? He's probably gonna see other people. She's probably gonna see other people. The only difference is he probably didn't get in the real relationship, but he was hitting bitches clearly. Yeah. If y'all put the innuendos, but it's just like, I feel like it's just messy. Like, why do it? Even though he didn't necessarily disrespect her, which is what I appreciated. He didn't throw dirt on her name. Nope. He didn't say, "Oh, that raggedy bitch did this." Like, he didn't do none of that. So I appreciate the fact that he didn't. But it's just like, why now? Like, what's your reason? Why now do you feel comfortable enough to talk about it? But before, when it happened, you didn't want to say anything about it. And not to mention, he cut her off. He cut all ties with her. So why now do you want to talk about what you had if it was 4 years ago? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just didn't feel genuine to me. I just feel like you should have just kept it to yourself for all that. Why bring it out?
How do you feel, Bert?
So, I feel like, first of all, it wasn't a good idea. A, because the whole kissing and telling thing. And I feel like you have to keep in mind that when you do something with somebody, it's not just your business, it's their business too. So you're not just telling your business, even though like you're entitled to tell the people whatever you want to know. I feel like if you was doing this to try to get like some airplay with your album, nobody's worried about your music now. You're supposed to be an artist, and you're supposed to, be trying to push your new album. Now everybody's more worried about this affair you had with Jada than your music. Like, how many people actually listen to his new album? So, like, this kind of didn't really do you
any justice.
Like, you didn't really do nothing. Now, like you said, everybody has their own way of healing, and maybe getting it out there in the public and, you know, was like part of his healing.
So y'all don't feel bad for him at all?
The only reason I feel bad is because he
like,
was
whoa, that
I feel
he
bad.
was
going through a lot apparently.
But
like,
what's the timeline? A lot of people don't know the timeline.
Okay, so when he first met Jada, like when he first got into it, apparently
he
was friends with Jaden,
right?
And he was really, really sick. He was on drugs. Everybody knew he was on drugs,
right?
If you pay attention, like he was really bad on drugs.
He was on Red Table talking about being on drugs,
and that's the thing. Like, that's why I kind of feel bad. But again, I can't really say if Jada took advantage only because, like you said, broken people attract broken people.
Right.
And at the time, she
was broken.
She was fucking depressed. She said she was crying every day for 45 days straight. Will didn't notice. And that's when they really started breaking up. So,
she's on a whole other side of the house.
I know I'm broken, but I'm still trying to fix somebody. And maybe somehow, some way, this
they
person
can
fix
heal
me. They
each
can help each
other.
other. So that's why I kind of felt bad, is because he needed help. But at the same time, it's like, do I disregard her? Because she also needed help. Dealing with another man, I don't think was going to heal her, but that's how she would. You know, people get their healing from different situations. We get healing from therapy. We get healing from talking to our friends.
You don't know if it's going to work.
You don't know if it's going to work or not until you try it. Yeah, so she felt like, listen, me and Will done. Let me try and help this man. And in the midst of her helping him, they started getting some type of feelings for each other. So I can't really say. I refuse to sit here and say that she took advantage. Because at the same time that he was going through things, she was also going through things as well. So it's like, I'm not going to say she
They both was grown.
Nobody put a gun to either of their head, and they made a decision to deal with each other. So I'm not going to, everybody like, oh, well, if it was Will with a 23-year-old. 23 is grown, first of all. He's not with an underage 15, 16-year-old.
Right.
But it's young. So, but at the same time, it's just like, I wouldn't give a fuck.
So, right. When I first heard about it, that's how I heard about it. I was like, what? I think the headlines were like, August Alsina confirms relationship with Jada. It was just a whole bunch going on. So I'm thinking this nigga's pillow talking. Like, this nigga's over here bragging about Jada, right? So then, all right, boom, I watched the interview. I'm like, damn, like, honestly speaking though, he didn't bring up the subject. She did, because of a song that he put out. Now, I feel like the reason why he spoke on it is because she bring it up. He didn't come out nowhere and just volunteer that information. But I do feel like that part of his life was very major. Whereas though he talked about a documentary that he put out. And I don't know if you've seen the documentary or not, but y'all should definitely watch it because it's on YouTube and it's really good. But he comes off as like he was weak, right? He needed help. And Jada, she seems like a very motherly figure, right? He talks about the traumatic. First of all, him and his mom didn't have a good relationship, right? So him and his mom didn't have a good relationship, right? He's going through all this death around him. First of all, then he's suffering.
His brother died.
He goes to, I don't know if he went to her or however their relationship went, but they created one, right? Jada just so happened to be going through something as well. Whereas though, she probably didn't even know that it was affecting him in this way. So he did that. But how was Jada supposed to know that he was so... He said that he could die today. And be okay knowing that he gave his all to a married woman. Right? So he must have forgot that she was married. And that happens. That happens. Right?
She was separated.
So
they weren't like...
Exactly.
It's not
so
like she was like sneaking off and going...
So then as I'm thinking of, you know, table talk and I'm thinking of Jada, she can very well be that nurturing type where it feel like, wow, I'm happy here. Like, this is where I belong. I remember, as soon as I finished watching the interview, I went back to a Breakfast Club interview that he had in 2014, I think, 2015. He was talking about a lady that he met in his life that, you know, he was talking about Jada at that point. Right? So I went back and I connect the dots. And then I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, niggas do be getting hurt like this, right? And honestly, I couldn't help but to honestly respect him for the the truth that he spoke, because like he said, he lost money because he mentioned Jada in the song, right? He lost deals, contracts. He really took a major loss doing what he did and didn't give a fuck because he felt how he felt. I feel like as long as anytime a person is being real, when I say real, and when you hear his conversation, he didn't put that out on no malicious intent.
Right. No,
he didn't put none of that
official. No, I don't think it's been malicious.
So when you say that he was pillow talking, I kind of can't say that he was doing it, because I honestly feel like he said, what he said was, what I feel like the media just took what he said and ran with it. Right? They said he got permission from Will.
Yeah.
What he said was, I sat down and talked to Will non-sexually and told him how, like, whatever's going on, whatever. I felt like out of respect, this man told him, like, yeah, like, your wife is helping me. He's helping me get through. She's helping me get through this, because specifically he mentioned non-sexually. Yeah, I feel like that part.
Very, like,
he didn't say. He didn't, even to this day, we can't even mention that they fucked. Now Jada's interview,
she said.
Now we can conclude from her interview that they fucked, that they had a relationship.
Right.
But he never said, like, he said their connection. He said their vibe. You know how it feel when you fuck with someone so bad that y'all start to feel like, what is it called when somebody soul ties. Soul ties. Soul tie is so real now, and I truly believe in it right now. Like, I feel like I'm in a little soul tie.
That's why I watch who I keep around me, because
so
you never know.
With him saying this shit, and it's just so different because it's a man saying it, right? We're used to females saying this stuff. We're used to females getting entanglements and hurt and feeling like, you know, if I die today, I'm good because I gave it my all.
Right.
You feel me? If I walk away today, I'm good because I tried, you know? I can't make no nigga be with me, you know? I can't do... So I feel like with him, right, it takes a lot of strength to be a man and do what he did, right? And then when we listen, and when I listen to his conversations about how he's saying how, like, he don't have no hate in his heart. He just want peace and love around him. And the fact that he's the one that left Jada was so surprising.
I wasn't surprised though.
Because the way he made it seem, he made it seem like she left him.
I feel like a lot of us,
made it seem.
A lot of us have been in situations where we really, really care for somebody, but
listen,
you know it's not good for you.
He made it. That's not but okay, before Jada's one, did y'all not think that she left him? He literally said, when that situation ended, I felt like I died. Don't they feel like somebody walked?
Yeah, like, why would you do that to yourself? So
when Jada said that, right, I was definitely surprised, because I'm like, damn, he knew that this wasn't going nowhere. Yeah. Because you are still married. So it's like when he got his conscience back, like, this really... I love this lady. I love this lady so much. I gotta leave her alone.
Right.
That's just courage to me. Like, I respect you. Like, I fuck with you. He was real with himself. He was real. Like I said, she asked. He ain't bring it up. She asked. She asked the question and he broke it down finally, because again he mentioned her name, so it was speculations all around. This whole time we had speculation.
I knew about this speculation, but there were speculations with her and other people too. So it's like
the only other speculation I heard was her and Tupac.
Tupac.
Tupac not here, so it's like I didn't really care about Tupac. But I never heard about the August Alsina speculation until
the pictures that they took. I remember it was.
But Willow and fucking Jaden was in the picture. They were on vacation.
So that's you ain't think that. So this is where I think. So that's the only part where I feel like is just a little messy, because he's seen with the kids. Yeah. And
but
so
then
the kids,
you don't
at
know
this
the
point,
background of them.
I don't. Regardless, this is how he felt about their mom.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's kind of weird.
That's deep.
That's weird.
Mr. Friend.
Because I'm
Mr. Friend.
Mr. Friend.
Like,
Mr. Friend.
But look how their kids is grown.
So it's,
even though they're
now
grown,
they're
I still
grown.
wouldn't want to be friends with my mom's side. Nigga.
Now
like,
they're grown.
But
think about it. When this was going on, I don't know how grown they was.
Right.
But when this was going on, they probably had no clue.
It was 4 years ago, so
they didn't have no idea.
They were in their early 20s. I don't even think Willow was 21 yet. So
yeah, I don't think. I think
they have no idea. Like I said, as long as you're living in your truth, you speak your truth. I don't see nothing wrong with nobody doing that. I don't give a fuck who said what? Jada knew August Alsina is a speak about it type of person. He never hid nothing from the world, ever. Anytime he was going to do shit, he always posted it. He always talked about it. He wanted people to relate to him. You chose to fuck with him, still knowing that he wanted people to relate to him. I'm sure that there are guys out here that can relate to him. So therefore, it's like, you know,
because he didn't let her
first of all,
be wordy.
That interview that they had didn't seem real to me. I felt like they took that whole thing as a joke.
The thing is,
he said,
like, the only thing with Will
care so much about our life.
Jada is the one. Listen, because Jada is the one that has the show. Will, he shows what he wants, even though he only shows only everybody like, oh, he's just an amazing person. He only shows what he wants, and that's what I like about him, because like he lets people in, but he's not gonna let y'all all the way in. You think he gonna sit on that show and tell that he fucked other bitches too? No, but you can clearly hear when Jada said, "Oh, you got me back already."
Oh,
y'all did y'all catch that?
Absolutely,
you got me back already. And it's like, I like the fact that they could challenge each other. I like the fact that they challenge
But y'all know Will is a Philly nigga, right?
Yeah.
So y'all know he meant what he said when he said,
I'm gonna get you back.
But I'm gonna get you back.
Fuck yeah.
Like he didn't get her already. Like he didn't get her already, because we know that he got her, been got her.
A nigga
but because
always feel like he got one up.
He is. Even if he got 1,000 up already.
Exactly.
He just wants the extra one.
But I like the fact that
it was a joke to me.
I like the fact that he didn't allow her to be like, oh, the entanglement. No.
He said entanglement.
Yeah, he said say what it is.
But wait,
because at the end of the day, you gonna go out here and you gonna put it out to the world.
I could not believe
say what the
that.
fuck it was. He said, listen, entanglement. He said, no, what was it? She said, oh, that's when she said, oh, it was a relationship. Yeah, say what it was.
She said entanglement.
Like what?
Oh, you're gonna use the word. Like he straight called her out on
yes, I like the fact that he called her out
though. That was cool.
That.
You know, like I said, shout out to both of them, all parties. You know, if y'all ever want to, have a seat at my table, y'all can hit me up at
the Marvel Table.com.
You feel me?
The Marvel
Table. Just speaking this into existence. The last thing I want to ask, right? Because I was talking to my little entanglement friend, and we were talking about condom sex. So this is my rule. Like I've been having condom sex for the longest now, right? Because I've been like, yeah, STDs got burnt too much. Started using condoms. I'm like, y'all niggas is filthy. So then with him, right, he has this thing where he don't like using condoms. So I'm like, I've been like kind of not fucking him with condoms the past 2 times we had sex, but I really want to go back to condoms. So I tell him, I'm like, yo, like we gotta go back to condoms because you're not my man. Because I tell him that condomless sex is for my man only. Right. So he's like, maybe you should ask that in your podcast. Like, what to do. So I'm like, I feel like they gonna say stop fucking with him. So I'm like, so maybe I should stop fucking you.
So he
was like, I have my condoms. He
has to put them on.
This is what he said. He said, all right, if that's how you feel, I want to put it on. I'm going, can I hit it from the back? I'm like, you can hit it from the back. So all right. So when you turn around, I'm going like, shoot.
Now you can't hit it from the back.
I'm like, so you're still me. He's like, I mean, it's not still if you know about it. That's what he said. He was like, because I'm telling you.
Yeah, we're not
no, literally, because people, I feel like that's the thing with a lot of
people. So this is
I feel right in. Like,
my heart is connected to my vagina on some real shit, right?
I think all
so the condom is like blocking the barrier for my feelings. Yes, I told him that. I said, listen, I feel myself falling. Right?
And then you take it off.
You want condom on, it's just going to go back.
You're going to land right on your face.
Yeah. It's going to slow me down.
Unless you're ready
because
to commit.
Soul ties.
Soul ties are real.
Soul ties are so real.
They are real.
The energy that you give out.
When you have sex with a person, they get a part of your soul. I don't know how many people don't believe. I believe that.
I do too.
It's the reason.
Y'all believe in soul ties out there? Please drop those comments.
Listen, it's something that happens during sex that doesn't happen during anything else.
Listen, not every nigga can't hit roll. So if I let you into me without any
he
type
is
of
giving me good dick
really
roll, okay, y'all.
I'm pretty sure he is, girl. I'm pretty sure he is. Be strong.
I am confused.
You gotta be strong, not confused.
Listen,
I'm confused.
You gotta be strong. Stop fucking with him because obviously you already like him.
Yeah, I like him too much.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah. So when I said earlier about how I felt like I need to stop fucking with him, either he's gonna want to wife me up or he's going to want to leave me alone is because I feel like I've been pouring a lot, right? Yeah. I've been pouring into him a lot, right?
Never pour into
anything. And I've been pouring into him and I've been pouring a lot. And I feel like now, like today, I was really supposed to have that conversation with him earlier when I was with him. And the universe is, that's why I said the universe is so funny because, listen, like, I literally said in my head, this is how I've been feeling the past few days, which is, you know, we going to take this next level or not, right?
All right, what's really good?
What's really good. And today, we were sitting in the car talking, and we were talking about condom sex. And condom sex, back to my comment, what I told him, which is, if you know my man, shouldn't be fucking me raw.
Right.
And now I feel like because I fucked him raw, even though he's not my man, he feel like he's the exception.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it was just funny because at that point in time, I should have said what you said, which is, so is you ready to be my man?
Yes.
Because, and I didn't. The universe is crazy.
It's okay. You'll get another opportunity. Y'all gonna have another conversation.
When I leave here, I'm gonna have the conversation.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
when I come back next week, I'll have a story for you guys. Whether I
Either
have a boyfriend or not,
or you're not gonna be fucking.
Yeah.
You're gonna be having condom sex.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah. So
Either a man or condom sex.
no, we're just not gonna have I
Oh,
can't
you're
go back to
just
condoms. Y'all have to be done.
Yeah,
I can't have to be done. Like
I feel
there's
like
no
nobody
way.
can go back
to
the
condoms.
condoms once you
I
already
told
have
you.
it.
He literally said, why you want to go back? We already moving forward. And that's, again, the universe telling me that, bitch, you should have mentioned what you wanted to mention. And you didn't. And I'm sitting here talking to myself as I was driving over here. I'm like, bitch.
Why you ain't say that? I hate when that happens.
I'm saying, like, the universe.
Like, damn,
I literally said to myself, the universe set it all up for you. You say you wanted to see him, you got to see him. You said you wanted to talk to him.
You wanted to talk about
the conversation space was there, and I chickened the fuck out. Why? Because I was hurt. I was scared. I
be ready to lose it. Either you don't like it or not.
No, but honestly,
but sometimes you get like
honestly, what I had to do on my way here was pep talk myself, right?
Yeah.
So I'm pep talking myself. I'm saying maybe I get some liquid courage, right? Liquor courage on my way home. I probably might call him and just have that conversation. Because my universe is not, like, the way I'm feeling, right? I'm being real with myself all the time. The way I'm feeling is not saying that it's too late. It's saying that you still need to have the conversation.
Yeah.
It's not saying that you need to have it in person or not. It's just saying you need to have the conversation, right? So that's how I'm feeling. That's what the universe is telling me to do. So that's what I feel like I need to do this weekend or today. So yeah.
Today? I gotta have a conversation.
How do y'all feel about today's talk? Like, what can you take away from today's talk?
I took away that I need to find out my psychic trait.
Yes, for sure.
But see, my thing is, do I find it out from somebody else? Because I don't feel like
you need to
look at every situation you've been in.
You don't feel like you're toxic.
No.
Girl.
At the end of the day, we all have problems. Even though somebody might have did
Nobody's
something
perfect.
bad.
But
I feel like everybody can assess the
situation
situation
before you
but
see
everybody,
it
listen, but everybody can assess the situation and feel like, you know what? I probably could have did this different.
Right, but that don't make that's not a trait.
That could be a trait.
Until it becomes a pattern.
Think about every single person you've dealt with in the past maybe 3 years. Think about it. Every single person, even if you haven't necessarily, even if you only had sex with them once,
even if you
anybody
have
that you ever came across,
right?
The reason why it ended. Think about that, and then think about what you did to contribute. Because even though we don't necessarily think about that all the time, there might have been something that we did to contribute to something.
See, and that's why I need. That's
and
why
if you really don't think that you did anything,
so that's your homework.
So,
Purple's homework is that she's gonna find out what are her toxic traits because clearly
why
she doesn't know herself.
And I can't have one.
No. Clearly, you have more than one because you don't even know them. So it's
that's my toxic trait. I don't self.
You ain't self-observed. Okay, cool. How about you? What have you taken away from today's conversation?
I think I need to go to therapy.
I agree. I agree. Okay, let me tell you.
I'm the nicest person, but I feel like
you got to figure out some stuff. Like some things that you going through, you don't even understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, you gotta break it down.
So I feel like. Y'all, I've been to therapy before. I promise it helps. It helps you understand. You know, when you want to get your crazy under control, I feel like everybody's a little bit crazy. And I feel like therapists, they help you.
Super calm.
This is crazy, though. I'm telling you you're crazy because you don't even get it. Like, you don't even you don't even think anything is wrong with you.
No.
That's crazy to me. Like, you need to know yourself a little better. So I think therapists will help you with that.
Yeah,
I like that. You know, even if it's once a month, it all helps, right? So, what I've gotten from today's conversation is that I need to put fear behind me, right? Because I need to become a better believer of my universe. I always talk about how you need to believe. You need to believe. You need to say it and mean it. You need to, like, you don't need to just, like, it's just in terms of everything that's going on in your life, you need to believe that it's good for you, right? Your universe is not around to let you down. Your universe will always put you in positions to win. So rather you need to be the person to do the work to get there, right? So that's what I'm taking from today's conversation. Thank you, ladies, for becoming a part of my first episode. Marble Table Talk. It's Marble Table Talk.
Marble Table
Let's
Talk.
go. Okay, y'all go ahead and let them know where they can find y'all at, so they can follow your page.
So you can follow us at Cocktails and Convo with 2 S's. I'm Purple.
I'm Aliyahmichelle.
And this was uncomfortable.
Yeah, so this is the ending of Uncomfortable with MuvaEsh. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at MuvaEsh. All my links are in my bio. And if y'all like today's conversation, please drop a comment, subscribe to this YouTube page. And that is it. I appreciate you ladies for coming again. Thank you. I'm very lit. So hopefully next week, when I do another episode, y'all will hear something.
Little update. See, you had that conversation.
But yes, thank y'all so much. And if y'all have any questions that y'all want to send in, please send them in to xmuvaesh@gmail.com. That's ASKMUVAESH@gmail.com. And tell me what y'all think about us coming back. Let me know if y'all miss me, because I miss y'all. Feel me?
Yeah, season.
Yeah,
see y'all.